The U.S. soldier who murdered 16 Afghan villagers last year is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Army Staff Sergeant Robert Bales opened fire on men, women, and children in an attack in March in 2012. He pleaded guilty to the Kandahar massacre in June to avoid the death penalty and apologized during his sentencing hearing on Thursday. CCTV's Jim Spellman has our story.
In front of a 6-person military jury, Sergeant Robert Bales pled for mercy, but was given none, receiving a life sentence without the possibility of parole for killing 16 innocent Afghan civilians in the spring of 2012. Haji Mullah Baron's brother was gunned down by Bales. He testified at the hearing.
The decision on the sentencing of this gentleman has only satisfied us 5% of what we wanted the sentence to be.
The crimes carried a potential death penalty, but in June a deal was struck. Bales would plead guilty and be spared the death penalty.
I think taking the death penalty off the table in return for a guaranteed conviction and a minimum of a life sentence was appealing to the government, just to be able to put one in the win category.
The jury could have given Bales life with a chance for parole. His attorneys argued he was a good soldier, overstressed from 4 deployments, possibly suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and a brain injury. He addressed the jury to apologize, saying, "I'm truly, truly sorry to those people whose families got taken away. I can't comprehend their loss. I think about it every time I look at my kids." In Afghanistan, disbelief that a mass murderer could be given anything but a death sentence.
We don't accept the sentence of life in jail. We wanted the soldier to be tried in Kandahar in public, but Americans are powerful people, and they took their soldier out of the country to their home.
But the U.S. military justice system has struggled to convict members of the military for crimes committed during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
To the victims, it doesn't measure up to what they would like, but we haven't had a particularly good track record of holding people, service members, accountable for atrocities.
And a simple, easy conviction that puts Bales in a military prison for the rest of his life was a good deal for these prosecutors. Military officials hope that today's life sentence for Sergeant Bales, along with Thursday's sentencing of Private Manning and Friday's guilty verdict for Major Hassan, will restore at least some faith in the U.S. military justice system. Jim Spellman, CCTV, Washington.